Stay one step ahead with Dubai Eye.
How much do you know about Emirati culture? Be honest with me. Maybe you've been here for 20 odd years. Do you still fully understand Emirati culture? Maybe you've been here for the last 2 months. How much have you been able to learn about the local culture, traditions and heritage? Well, we've got a must-read for you to tell you about. A must-read for anyone and everyone who's interested in visiting, working or living in the United Arab Emirates. It's called UAE 101, Stories and Cultural Learnings. It's just been published here in the region. It is your all-encompassing guidebook to Emirati culture, and it's co-written by a lady who's been born and raised here in the UAE, a proud Emirati, Roudha Al Marri, who joins us live in the studio now. Roudha, thanks so much indeed for your time this morning. Much appreciate you coming on in to tell us all about UAE 101. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Let's start with the book itself. Now, it's co-written between you and a dear friend, Ilaria Caielli, Italian expat here as well. So is that what's different about the book, the fact that it's written from two perspectives almost?
Let me tell you the story why we got together to write this book first, because me and Ilaria are neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
We have kids the same age, and we were sitting on in a friend's house having coffee, and she kept asking me questions about Emiratis, like why we do the things we do. I looked at her and like, are you that curious to know more about the culture? And she said, yes, sure, it should be written somewhere. And then the book idea came up, and I was fascinated by the things she wanted to know.
What, in terms of the process of the book, from that inception, the idea over a cup of coffee as well, going, I think we're onto something here. Was it a straightforward process for you to write and get it published, or was it a fairly long process?
The writing part was so much fun. We're both writers. She's a published author. And for her, we wanted to know how to tackle this topic from both perspectives. So one day she came up to me and said, I'm going to get you all the things I want to know about as an expat from my point of view. And I told her, yeah, let's see that. And she brought 100 topics. I was surprised. Do you want to know about 100 things? Are we that different to you? It's like, of course, the culture is so fascinating and I want to know more about it. I looked at the list and I was so amazed. It just, touched my heart that someone who's living here probably going to move to another country. It's not her, home country. And I was touched, and I wanted to share that with her. So we tried to make this 101 kind of play with the words, like an introduction to the culture, the Emirati culture. And we tried also to have that information aspect of each topic. So each topic is divided into informative part, and the part where I give my Emirati point of view. It has a story, a background story from my childhood. Why we do the things we do. What did we see growing up that made us this way? There is a topic about perfume. And in the perfume part, Ilaria focuses on the sizes of the measurements of the bottles and the origin of the scents and the aromas. Well, I tell a story about my mom and her secret perfume cabinet that she keeps in a dark place so her scents doesn't get spoiled by the sun. And as soon as she wakes up, she drains herself in this, aromas. So we grew up with this, and I wanted to share that. So you see it from my point of view.
Culturally, I suppose people coming in would make the assumption that Emirati women wear more perfume than maybe they were used to growing up in other parts of the world. Is that a fair assumption, or is that something that is culturally inherent?
You can apply it on men too. Yes, we do. We do love our perfumes and scents, and there is definitely a sentimental thing there, like that bound us to our childhood. And I'm sure if it's something I want to share, it's the experience of an Emirati with an expat.
I love the way the book is broken up into. It's very a practical approach. It's very easy to access as well. And as you said, the way that you've divided up into the different chapters, the different areas of interest as well. It almost acts as that bridge, if you like, between expatriates and maybe their misunderstandings, but equally Emiratis wanting to explain a little more. Do we still need to bridge that gap? Do you still think there is that gap of misunderstanding at the moment?
It's a culture is something that we would like to carry also with us, and we would like to show and share with the expats. Even if the UAE is becoming very modern, and you won't feel living here in so much of an Arab world. It's more of a multicultural place. But we still want to preserve that. We want to preserve that identity, the local identity, the Emirati identity.
The book has just been published this week. It is available, I take it, in all good bookstores. Is that right?
It's going to be available this week, yes.
Good stuff.
Stay one step ahead with Dubai Eye.